We have just started a group. Ragpaji, I need your attention in terms, if I miss out something or correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Right. So, I think it is almost a year back, he gave me a book and we were discussing about one other book, Stephen Covey,
Yes.
and 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I think people here with all walks of life, with different backgrounds, right? So there is a book of Stephen Covey, maybe around 20 years back it came, 95, 96. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He said, I read it. I said, okay, I couldn't read it. I only read the first habit. And the first habit is to be proactive.
Correct.
Proactive is, yes, you don't have to react to stimulus. And the research says that usually we are reacting to stimulus, we are not responding to stimulus. So I said, I'm just trying to practice on this first habit only. I do not read the whole book, and still I'm learning how to do that. So probably after that, weeks after week and months after month, there is so much of discussion happening, and he said we should start something and do on this. And knowing alone is not enough. You may be knowing hundreds of things, but basically how you practice. And that is the crux where he said, no, we have to practice. Whatever little someone knows, there is nothing much, it is all open, it's all natural, right? Everybody, see, the nature is perfect. Everyone knows things, only thing is how you practice and how you do that. So probably that is one thing, and around a month back we decided, okay, we form a group and we have 3-4 things. Like the talk she has taken from various sources. Also say one thing where we say, are we conscious what we do? And the thing is, under that we say, okay, we have 3-4 points which we decided to form a group and spread from a small group, and maybe since we all are from different parts of the say Delhi and different groups also, probably we can spread that. And the first thing was awareness towards food that will lead to, at least if not disease free, but we can bring down the disease a little bit. The number 2 things is okay, like he said in the introduction itself, let us talk to each other. But we should not create a difference between the two that we don't know. We all are humans and we communicate. We can. हम सब एक ही भाषा में बात करते हैं. I mix up now Hindi English so that this is simple. तो एक ही भाषा है. हिंदी हमारी मदर टंग है. Probably हो सकता है. I don't know. If somebody is South Indian, I don't know. But most of the time we can. And we in India have some advantage. Okay, irrespective. I'll say human. Even if mother tongue or communication is little bit different, but they can communicate even in signs and in silence. So the other thing, we should be awareness towards people. So it is like you are conscious about people or sensitive to people. Here our sensitivity is getting lower, so that we can create a happy society around us. Right, we all look for happiness. So probably unless we interact with people, how we can make happy them and to ourselves as well. And the third thing which I think very important, and probably the younger people are there and probably some mothers are here. Probably I personally feel in India we definitely require to focus on adolescent children. In terms of they are the future of the society, and the way we are just in a rat race, in a routine, we are almost overlooking and we are complaining in that. So probably this is one aspect. And the last thing is, yes, I say that is a favorite thought of mine, that accept and adopt nature. As we go to nature, closer and closer to nature, we'll be more happier. right? So this is how things, and this is how we formed this group, and this is the first program we are doing, and maybe so I'll say my apology if we miss out on something, or everybody is free to stop, counter anything and everything, because it is not a preaching, it is a brainstorming session in terms of how best we can do within the framework and within the lines. So because see, it is nothing I say my philosophy or anyone's philosophy. It's the rule of nature, and we can't sail against the nature. So that is one thing. Now I'll come back to our subject, food. Why we need food?
Nutrition.
Hello.
Yeah, for nutrition.
Nutrition. What does
for survival?
Yeah, but this is something you are saying. But what does food to the body?
Energy.
Yeah.
Energy.
Yeah, it is the energy. Basically, food is energy. So it is basically energy, and what kind of food we are eating, and maybe I'll say last 2 decades, the change in our thought process when taking the food. So probably that is one thing we are saying, we should be aware and conscious, and that what we are consuming and how we are consuming. So probably somebody can tell what changes has occurred in last 2 decades. Last 20 साल में क्या बदलाव हो गया हमारी खाने की आदतों में?
So more of the people are becoming non-vegetarian, as well as there is no routine. Now people have lost routine of proper timing and proper diet.
It's okay. What do you have to say?
Sir, after like everything is in chemical, like whatever we eat is chemical is there. But before it was not. It was fresh and very healthy. But now it's not healthy food. Whatever we eat, and those who eat non-vegetarian, they are very wild and like they are very shouty.
Okay, I'll say I don't say wild is objectionable to someone aggressive.
Aggressive. But those who eat like simple food, they are very simple and calm.
People are more moving towards junk food. Junk food and people prefer, due to their daily habits or career or anything, responsibilities, they prefer eating outside instead of at home.
And what is your opinion?
If I can look upon these things, I think in earlier times, it used to be a family ritual to sit together and to have a meal. I think that is getting lost. Even if we are in the same house, we'll be kind of stuck to our own rooms in front of the TV. We'll be kind of taking our place inside our room, and in our, that private space, we'll be more keen to have food. So that culture of family sitting together, chatting, and having food together, that is disappearing.
So yeah, probably I'll pick 2-3 points. Right. Number one is okay. We are now dependent on few things that we are consuming more of already prepared packed food, right? I'll say we have gone towards from the homemade food to packed food, right? Number two is we have no time and food is the last priority, right? And like ma'am said, it has got is now food is just we are consuming, we don't know. If we are looking at TV and we are eating, we don't know what we are eating. The focus is on the TV, or our brain also works that we only see we are eating for the sake of eating, but our brain is looking at whatever somebody is looking, either it's a news or a movie or whatever it is. So probably the effect of food and how whether, and you don't know when how much you require to eat, because you don't know what you are doing and you are consuming food. Like a child, you give a big packet of chips and open the Pogo or Cartoon Network, they will consume everything, maybe it is 200 grams. And when you give a chapati, they may not even eat half of it. So probably packed food is something which is very important, which frozen food, packed food, all these things. Because people say, I listen, so many people say, we should be simple. But are we looking for simplicity? Or what do you mean by simplicity? I think we are making our lives more complex. We are looking only for easiness. Everything should be easy. Our food habits are getting into different mode altogether. We are getting into packed food, fast food, everything. Right? People, I think 50% people in Delhi will have their breakfast into their cars only. Or maybe just running in and biting whatever they get, even on the road. So that way food has very important role. And see, when I say nature, that is the subject I love to do, is nature has got a name, right? It has a disciplined approach. If surprises or earth moves, is in a absolute stable motion. It is predictable. But when we eat food, we don't know what the timing should be and what should be our content of the food. Whenever we have time, we'll have food. There are so many people. The lunch has gone probably earlier used to be 1 to 2. Probably now it has gone up to 5 o'clock. People having lunch at 5 o'clock is common. Correct me if I am wrong and somebody disagrees to that. But probably this is how things are happening. The whole cycle is something stuck. And I just got a joke is that recently last 2-3 months there is a Jawan who complained about the food. Now somebody wrote it, okay, you have complained about the food and you are being removed from the service. So they say, okay, you go home and eat whatever you get. So that you are at home only, you are not being put out of the home. So probably food is something we have to look at. Yes, and our consumption is so much getting into what they say, 3 whites. The salt, anything you eat packed, you will have more salt than the average salt. Because it is used as a agent for stability.
Preservative.
Yeah, as a preservative. So that the food is stable. So the consumption of salt goes more. Similarly, when you eat sugar, that is again why. And the more you eat, people say, everybody says, I think in the group people say, no, I don't eat sweets. Everyone says, and I see it very common. But tell me, is ice cream not sweet? Is pastry not sweet? Cookies not sweet? Or Indian kind of sweet is sweet only? And consumption has increased, I don't know. You can have every nook and corner a bakery shop. Right? And when bakery shop, that our breakfast starts from, I think majority with bread only.